Good morning, everybody. Here we go, week 4. All right, what I'm going to do is we're going to just start now with chapter 7. So these are the two examples that I will be doing from 7.1. I've given you some extra notes for 7.1, and you have your regular notes from 7.1, which are on Plus Portals, which you should already have in your notebook. So I'm going to go over those notes and then do the two examples that go along with the notes. All right, so 7.1, what are we going to be doing in chapter 7? We're going to be solving systems of linear equations. What does that mean? Basically, it means we're going to solve two equations at one time. Why? Because how many variables are in a linear equation? 2, x and y. All right, so when we have an x and a y, we need two values. We need a value for x and we need a value for y. So we need two equations to solve for two variables. We need one equation to solve for one variable, like we did in chapter 3. Now we're going to solve linear equations by graphing in 7.1. All right. What are we trying to do? We're trying to see where these two lines intersect. That's the solution. The solution is the point of intersection, okay? Where do these two lines intersect? Well, there are three options. They can intersect at one point, which you can visualize, okay? Even here, all right? If you can see two lines, then they're going to intersect right here at that point. You can have two lines that look like this. Well, where do they intersect? They don't, because they're parallel. So that answer would be no solution. This answer would be an ordered pair. Okay? What's the third option? The third option is when you have a line and then you have another line that when you actually solve it is the same line. Okay? Well, if it's the same line, where do they intersect? They intersect everywhere. So that means every single value for x and y would work. So your solution then for this would be all real numbers. Remember my funny little r. Or you can write all real numbers. So those are the three options you're going to have, three options of solutions. Okay, three options. All right. One ordered pair, they intersect at a point. 2, no solution. Or 3, all real numbers because they intersect everywhere. So again, what are we trying to solve here or find here? We're trying to find where the two lines intersect. That's the solution, where they intersect. Okay? So it's either at one point, it's nowhere, or it's everywhere. Okay? So how do we go about solving this linear system? Well, first we have to graph the two lines. Well, how do we graph those two lines? Well, we need to put them into y equals mx plus b. Okay, I'm just going to erase this right now so I have room to show you the work to do this example. All right, so first we're going to put them or rewrite them in slope-intercept form. And if you're following on the 7.1 notes that are in Plus Portals, that's the steps for solving. Write each equation in slope-intercept form. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take, all right, our negative x plus y equals 5, and we're going to solve for y. So we're going to add x to both sides. We get y equals x plus 5. Now it tells you to find the slope, which is m, which would be 1. Remember that there's a 1 right here. okay? And b, which is 5. Now, never mind that. Now we have to plot the graph, plot the line. So we go up to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we put a point. Then our slope is 1. Remember, that's rise over run. So up 1, over 1, or down 1, left 1. And you can keep going down 1, left 1. And then we're going to draw our line. Now we have to do the same thing again for the second equation. So we have 2x plus y equals 8. Solve for y. All right, so we got to get rid of that 2x. So we bring it on the other side. And we have y equals negative 2x plus 8. Our slope is negative 2, and our y-intercept is 8. So now we're going to graph that. So we're going to go to our y-intercept is 8. Okay, so that's going to be up here, actually. That would be 7. That would be 6, 7, 8. So we're just going to add that up there. And that would be b equals 8. Now we're going to do what? Down to slope, down to right 1. So down 1, 2, right 1. And we don't need to do anything more because we can see that that is where the two lines are going to intersect, right at the point 1, 6. I hope everybody sees that. Okay. So the solution to this system of linear equations is the point 1, comma 6, because that is where the two lines intersect. All right. You can check this by plugging in the value 1.6 into the original equations. So you have y equals x plus 5. Y equals x plus 5. If you put 6 in for y and 1 in for x, what do we get? 6 equals 6. Yes. Now we have to make sure it works for the second one also, because it's a system, so it has to be true for both of them. So now you would have y equals negative 2x plus 8. Put in 6 for y, negative 2 times 1 plus 8. That's 6 equals negative 2 plus 8 is 6. So it made both equations true when we substituted those values 1, comma 6. So that means, yes, you have done it right, and that's the point of intersection. Second example, same thing. Every time y equals mx plus b, okay? So we're going to take 2x plus 5y equals 7, and we're going to solve it for y. So subtract 2x from both sides, and we have 5y equals negative 2x plus 7. Now we're going to divide by 5. So we get y equals negative 2/5 x plus 7/5. Now, Don't freak out because there's a fraction there. We can figure it out. So m equals -2/5, which is fine because we do up and down over. And b equals 7/5. If you change that to a mixed number, all right, or a decimal, it's going to be 1 2/5, which is almost 1.5. Okay, so we're going to go over to where y is almost 1.5 and put a point. So almost 1.5 is there. Then we're going to go to our slope, -2/5. So we're going to go down 2. So 1, 2, that's 2 is going to be right about there. And over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We can go up 2, okay, 1, 2, and left 5. That's going to be about there. And we're going to draw our line. Now we have to do it for the next equation. So the next equation is -x. Let's do the different color. -x plus 2y equals -8. Add x to both sides. And you're going to get 2y equals x plus -8 or -8. Divide everything by 2. And we're going to get y equals, what number is in front of that x? That's right, it's a 1. So remember, that's really 1/2 x plus -4. Okay, so now our slope is 1/2 and our y-intercept is -4. All right, so we're going to go back up to the graph and we're going to plot our y-intercept, which is -4. And then our slope is 1/2, so up 1 over 2. And we keep doing that until we hit the graph. Up 1 over 2 and up 1 over 2. And ta-da! We have a winner. All right, we can see that that line, I'm a little off with my drawing, but the point of intersection is right there. What number is that? What point is that? Well, x is 6 and y is -1. So that solution is 6, -1. And again, if you want to quickly check, you can. All right, so you can put in your 6, -1. Whoops. What's happening there? Okay, 6, -1. Did I just goof up something here? I did. I don't know what happened there. Let's see if I can undo what I just did. Okay, there we go. Whew. I don't know why that's like that. Can I get rid of it? Not really sure. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to draw my line back in there, guys. So I don't know where it went, and I don't feel like doing it all over again, to be honest with you. So -4, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, and we have 6, -1. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so if we take our point of 6, -1, and we plug it into our equation, y, which is -1, equals 1/2 times x, which is 6, plus -4, you get -1 equals, what's 1/2 of 6? 3, plus -4, and you get, now it's not moving up on me, and you get -1 equals -1. I guess I ran out of room. So that works. Okay? And you can do the same thing for the first equation, and it would work also. So your solution here is going to be 6, -1. Again, sometimes when you plot those two lines, you're going to get two parallel lines. So then what would your solution be? Where do they intersect? They don't, so no solution. Sometimes when you graph the lines, you're going to get a line overlapping another line. Well, where do they intersect? Everywhere. So what's the solution? All real numbers. Okay? All right. So now I want you to do the worksheet that I attached on your assignment for today. And then I will see you on our Zoom meeting to go over any questions you have about the worksheet.